Hello everybody, welcome to this new video tutorial on the WpCasterPro WordPress theme for premium podcasting websites. In this new tutorial, we are going to see how to create a brand new homepage with Elementor. So first of all, from your backend, remember that you have always accessible our complete documentation, which includes a very detailed list of widget instructions for every one of the custom widgets we are offering. Also, if you are new to Elementor, remember they have a lot of documentation and video tutorials to get you started. Our demo theme contains many homepages that you can use as base for your own website. You don't need to use them as they are, you can just edit the contents, steal parts and sections and paste them into your homepage. We are now going to see how to create a page from scratch, and then we are going to copy some of the existing sections from our demo website and take them into your own new website. So let's go to Pages, Add New, and what we want to say here is, for instance, New Home. This template step is very important. So what we want to do is to choose Page Elementor, which is not Elementor Canvas and is not Elementor Full Width. Remember that the templates named with Elementor are not built with this theme. They will skip completely WpCasterPro theme, and instead they will use a blank page, so there is no header, footer, player or other parts of our theme, and we really suggest not using them. Instead, you can use Page Elementor or Page Elementor Canvas if you don't want header and footer, but the player will still work as long as all of the other custom widgets added by our theme. So let's use the Page Elementor template, same as you can find in the instruction contained at this section of the menu. You can hide the page header and even disable the default background. In this way you will not have anything underneath your default page. You can save a draft or just publish the page. Once done, let's click Edit with Elementor. On the left column of Elementor, you will find a list of widgets added by the theme. But first of all, let's just get this out of the way. They try to push these containers flexbox, but remember, these are not recommended yet. It's an experimental feature which sometimes can behave inconsistently, so we recommend to not enable it. Let's start by having a look at the left sidebar. As you can see, you have a lot of widgets. Our theme does not include Elementor Pro, nor you need it to make the same things that you see. If you like Elementor Pro, if you want to purchase it and make your own pages, you are free to do it. By the way, we are not getting into this. We are just using the default basic widgets and the custom widgets added by WpCasterPro. So first of all, we want to make a nice header. We have different options. The most simple one is to make a custom static header. Let's click on the plus button and choose the full width element. Now we are setting some nice top and bottom padding, or even you can set a custom height. So minimum height, let's say about 600 pixels. Let's put a background picture like this one, for instance. Now repeat, scroll, center, over. Now we want to set the background, the content full width. and we want to set the size to cover. Here we go. At this point, let's put the logo in the middle. So we use an image widget and choose a logo we like. For instance, this one or this one. Here we go. Now, under the logo, we can create a nice button. Set the alignment to the center. And set anything you like. Set the link and choose a style. If you want, you can override size, padding, and other design options. Another nice header we can make is using the default slideshows added by WpCasterPro. You have podcast slider, featured podcast slider, or series slider. Let's see the podcast slider. Let's put our section to full width and let's customize the design to match our preferred aspect. You can change the padding, you can change the color of the text, choose if you want to allow the overflow or not, choose the color of the arrows and border. In the background part, you can choose to load the background that is part of each podcast. And you can also enable a nice Ken Burns effect. Otherwise, you can just set your favorite background. Optionally, you can use its own background or you can use a gradient. And to match the length of your titles, you can set custom typography options. Another nice way to make a header is by using the featured podcast slider, which is very similar but has a different design. You can craft which podcast you want to display based on the query filters. But first of all, let's set it to full width. 3 items. Let's remove the padding of the container. And now we are ready to change the minimum height of our slider. Here we go. You can find a whole list of custom widgets to choose from. For instance, we can make a category grid to display the most interesting categories or podcast series. or podcast categories. Remember that to change the background of each category or series, you can edit the taxonomy term itself and add a picture to them. And you can choose otherwise a series slider, which instead of the single episodes will display the shows, and people can listen to the latest episode straight away from the slider. Then you have many other widgets you can use. Podcast list, a podcast grid, or even a small list. Create podcast category lists. To create stylish captions, you can use the caption widget. Or create nice carousels. Change the settings of your carousel. Make a nice overflow styling. Even add a caption item. If you installed and configured Contact Form 7, you can easily display a contact form straight from Elementor. The styling of the form can be customized from the WordPress Live customizers under the form settings. As you can see, it's very easy to create any type of design and style for your new podcasting website. Just feel free to play around and create your perfect podcast website. If you want to copy some section that belongs to other demo homepage, that's pretty easy. Let's edit another homepage using Elementor. Find the section you like, right-click and copy the section. Now right-click and paste it. At this point, you can edit the content at your taste. Once done, remember to click Update and check the result of your editing. You can always go back and delete something, add or modify the content. And if by any chance you did a modification that you didn't want to do, clicking on the history allows you to go back to previous state of your page. So no worries, you can edit and enjoy your creative moment just as a game until you're happy with the result and then publish. If you saved a page and you didn't want to do the changes that have been saved, no worries. These can be fixed as well. Just click on revisions and choose a previous state. Now the page looks like we had it before the latest changes. We can update, and that's fixed. And here we go. Thank you for watching and see you to the next tutorial.